Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the breakdown of the map Call of the Dead. Now, basically, a breakdown is where I show you everything you need to know about the maps. From where all the guns are, where the perks are, strategies, the rooms, how to kill the bosses, and all that. So let's jump into it. Now, we're going to get started with the map. So this is the biggest map. So we're going to get started with the spawn. Now, in the spawn, what you have is, you have the M14 on the wall right here. No, I mean the Olympia. Then you have the M14 over here. Now, coming around the map, you have Quick Revive all the way on that island right there. Which you can't see it right now because I already grabbed my 3 Quick Revives. You have a Pack-a-Punch spawn right there, which will only come when the lighthouse shines on it. And then finally over here, you have the mystery box. Now, coming this way, we have the first part of the boat. Now, on the boat, we have a door right here, an MPL on the wall over there, and a door over here. And then you just have this sort of boat area where there's no guns or anything, but you can sort of just make your way around. Now coming onto this boat, you have the claymores, and then in the very back, you have the double tap machine. Now coming up the boat, which will lead you to the power, you have this area right here, which will lead you to a mystery box spawn. And the flinger is on the other side. Now we have a zip line and an entrance to the flinger here, and a door right there which will lead you to the power. Now coming down to the other side of the boat, we have this little jump down area which is about $1,000 to get through. It takes you to this sort of square area, but we're going to come back to that in a minute. Now we have the back part of the boat. Now on the back part of the boat, we have Semtexes right there. And then farther down, we have a mystery box spawn. And that's basically it for this part of the boat. And now coming down around this corner, we have a door right here, which will lead you down to Juggernog. And then coming down more, we have a possible Pack-a-Punch location. And then coming up the stairs, we have this sort of square area with an MP40 right there. And then you go down the stairs. We have another sort of square area which will lead you down to the front of the lighthouse, but then in here we have the PM63. They're coming down to the front of the lighthouse, which is where we will run one of the which is possible rape train spot if you want. And over here you have the AK-47U, a door right here, and then coming down here we have a door up here. Now coming through this door, we have up here the PhD flopper, and a door which will lead you into the lighthouse. Now going to the lighthouse, there are 4 floors. Now let me just get to the right floor. 1 second. So you go up the staircase. And we have this floor of the lighthouse. We have Deadshot Daiquiri over there and a mystery box spawn. And there's also a zip line right there, which will take you down to the very back of the boat. Now let me just dodge this zombie. And so coming down the lighthouse, this is a $750 boat right here, which will take you around to this floor, which you can also get out to this part of the lighthouse. We'll show you the other floors in a minute, but this is the area with the PhD flopper. As you can see, you have a mystery box spawn right there. It can take you back to the spawn through this bridge area, which will lead you into a cave. And then it will also take you back up to the to the lighthouse. Now coming down the lighthouse, we have the bottom section. There's a $750 door there, which will lead you to the 2nd floor of the lighthouse entrance, and a door right there. That will lead you down to the rape trading zone and the back of the lighthouse. Now coming into the lighthouse, we have this back door, and this other door right here, which will lead you back to the rape train spot by the AK-47U. Now going through here, we have this part of the lighthouse, which is about a $1,000 door, which will lead you out here where you can find a possible Pack-a-Punch location. And a little bit down farther, if you keep going, you will find Stamina Up. Now coming out of this water, Stamina Up right there, and also the Stakeout, my bad. Now coming out of this water, if you just keep going up here, you have a mystery box spawn right there, if I didn't mention it. And then an ice slide. Coming down the ice slide, you have sleight of hand speed coal, I'm sorry, and a sickle right there. Sorry I didn't pan over it for a minute, but it's right there on the other side of the wall. And then this will also lead you back into the rape train zone. And that's basically it for the map. There are 3 possible strategies I'm going to show you. Now, the first one is right in front of the lighthouse. As you can see here, once you get Juggernog, all you got to do, I'm just on a random frag, but what you got to do is open this door here. And it's just as simple as just running circles and circles and circles. That's all you got to do. So, I'm just going to let the clip play for right now, but as you can see, I'm just going to keep doing the circle, and this will go for on and on and on. The farthest I've gotten on this map was round 30 by choice. I normally quit at round 30 just because of sheer boredom. But this is the one that I play. This is my favorite. This is one of the more easiest. And it doesn't really eliminate George from the game, but it puts him in a position where he's not really a problem. He's just going to sort of stand in the middle of the area, as you'll be able to see in a minute. But so just pull out your weapon, and then once they sort of all spawn in, you can shoot them on either side, which I'm just going to wait a minute, let them all come in. Which I can see right here, I just shoot them, walk back, go around. Just keep in mind there are a few rocks that you can clip, maybe like get your back clipped to, which occasionally becomes an issue, but you have multiple exits if you need to escape. Now I have an insta-kill right now, so I'm just trying to maximize points, because it's fairly early in the game, which you always want to do. Just try to get as many points as possible. So I'm just going to keep knifing, and then as soon as this insta-kill wears off, I'm just going to start shooting them. See, George is starting to come into the map right now, and where he's standing right now is where he's going to be the whole entire time. Obviously, the more you move around, like you go outside the boat, off this area, maybe go inside the lighthouse, onto the boat, he's going to move, but for the most part, you can always just run around him. He's never really a main issue. Now just keep in mind, when it comes to nukes, you want to grab them as soon as the round's over. Just a little tip. Now, the second rape train zone I'm going to show you is basically at the spawn. No doors need to be open like the last one. You just run down this sort of area path right here, and you'll be taken to the spawn. Now, this one I don't like, because you don't get many points. But if you're looking to save ammo, this is the perfect strategy. Let me just kill this last zombie. And as the round starts, I'm just going to keep running circles and circles around the spawn. Now, this one does get a little hectic, and occasionally I will have issues running it. It's good to have a ray gun and a lightweight, like any lightweight gun's good. The HK is not the recommended gun, but before this round started, I grabbed stamina up, which will help you run these circles in this area. But you just keep running circles, and you're not going to run a perfect circle. You're always going to have to be dodging and evading zombies. Which, as you can see here, it's just circle after circle after circle. Where it's basically just like the last strategy. But the main difference is when you get into the water. Now, I'm going to wait till I start to get overrun and it's a little hectic. Which is about right now, so I'm just going to run into the water. And as you see, when I shoot them in the water, they're just going to all sort of just freeze, which not very bullet effective. I only got 1,000 points out of it. I could have got much more. But as you can see, you just keep running circles like this, and it will kill the zombies fairly fast. Now, if you're not worried about points, this could go well in the later rounds, but they are going to spawn much faster, so you're going to need to move faster. Now, I got into a little trouble because the guy spawned right under my feet, but as you can see in the water, he just keeps shooting and shooting. Now, the final rape train zone, it's basically, it's a route you can run. Now, when running this route, what you basically want to do is you just want to keep going. You want to get up to the very top of the lighthouse. Now, I should be walking. Keep in mind, it'll allow the zombie to just pile up. As you can see, they're not really piling up behind me like they should. I should have been walking. So you want to get to the top of the lighthouse and just camp at the edge of the zip line. And you'll just keep shooting on. Now, this is more effective in the later rounds as the ray gun will have more power. But just when you're pressured, just jump down the zip line, come over here, and you want to just work your way down back to the spawn. So go through this sort of square area by the MP40. Now what you could do is actually buy the MP40 and have unlimited ammo as maybe your secondary. Right now I'm using the scavenger, which isn't really the most recommended gun. But what I like about the ray gun in this is you can take down just multiple zombies pretty fast if you're ever jammed. But so you just keep going, and then you just sort of just make your way back up to the top of the lighthouse and camp. Now let's discuss the zombie boss. Now this boss is George Romero. When it comes to him, it just takes a lot of bullets. Bullets are 50% more effective on him when he's out of the water, and when you kill him, he will drop a death machine and a perk. Now if you complete the Easter egg, you will get a Wonder Waffle instead, as seen here every time. Now if you shoot him with a Pack-a-Punch of real, he will go away. Now let's discuss the Pack-a-Punch. Now the Pack-a-Punch is probably the most easiest in this game, in this map to get. Now, you just gotta look at the lighthouse, and it will shine on a certain area. As you can see, it's shining on the Pack-a-Punch over here. Just put your gun in, 5,000 points, and bam, it'll come back all upgraded. As you can see, I upgraded my ray gun. Let's discuss the perks now. There are 7 perks on this map. You can buy 4 and get 3 from George. The perks I'd recommend are Stamina Up, Flopper, Quick Revive, and Juggernaut. Now, if you run out of Quick Revives, you can get Sleight of Hand. But it just depends. Now, the first perk is Quick Revive. If you go down, it will revive you in solo. You can only buy it 3 times. Second perk is Juggernaut, which will allow you to take 4 to 5 hits, as opposed to 2. Next perk, Stamina Up. It'll allow you to run farther and longer distances. Now, the next perk is Flopper. It will prevent you from all splash damage from ray guns, grenades, and you can also explode when your dolphin dies. Now, there's Double Tap, which will let you shoot faster. Speed Cola, which will let you reload faster. And Deadshot Daiquiri, which is basically steady aim in the form of a perk. Now let's just show some wonder weapons. Now there are 4 wonder weapons, which is a most for any Call of Duty map. Now there's first off the ray gun, which is in every map, which just teaches rapes. And then there's the scavenger, which basically will just blow up the zombies as seen here. It's good to take them away from George, as shown went into the lighthouse to do it. Now there is a Wonder Waffle, which will only come by doing the Easter egg or killing George. Now the last weapon is a Rill, which I couldn't get any footage of, but what it will do is turn zombies into humans, and when Pack-a-Punch, shoot George in the water and he'll go away. Just some final tips: when you're in the water, you will freeze, but you will not die. Also, George Romero can't kill you if you have Juggernaut alone. Now, if a zombie were to hit you, and he were to hit you a couple of times, then you would die, but normally you can't when it's just him. Please, guys, take a minute to comment, rate, subscribe, link to my channel in the description. Please give it a like if this helped me become a better zombie player, and bye. Hey guys, just a quick update. I'll have a Shangri-La breakdown out in a few days. I just want to learn the map better, so please subscribe for that.